need to show that they are the starting trio, otherwise they'll be forced out by some of this young talent on the roster.
Seems pretty likely. Of course, Fury is lurking on the bench, looking to take that spot, that ADC spot from Captain Jack.
Into siege comps and then not execute those sieges very well. Why not just go for these multi-lane freezes and force something?
Speaking of forcing something, they're going to go in onto Secret Nuclear and Secret behind enemy lines. Here comes Flawless though. Captain Jack a little bit low. That's not going to stop Chaser from having to run away. Nuclear getting some damage in onto Captain Jack, and here comes the TP from Expression. Pure very low. First blood ends up going to Nuclear. Dodges at Repulse. Oh, gets taken down in the end, but a return kill coming in for Spenu, and they're going to leave that fight 1 for 2, so little win.
To the advantage of Longzhu. Fiora is a far better team fighter than Quinn, even though Quinn is one of the strongest squid pushers in the game. Looks like the first objective's been started by Longzhu with their map actually.
Yeah, wow. Coco gets jumped on though. Wild Growth on himself. Can he get away with Whimsy? We'll see. Flawless tries to go in for the execute, and he gets it. Easy kill. Rift Herald taken by Longzhu, but that's a small consolation prize for losing your mid laner. Spennu's going to follow this right up with a dragon, and I don't know if Longzhu can stop them. It doesn't look that way.
They obviously have vision, given that the Rift Herald spirit is given the vision, but as you say, no answer to it. Rift Herald's certainly not one of the biggest objectives.
I really do wonder how Fury would change this team. Oh, trying to catch Soul. Soul is caught, comes in for the blind. He's still going to go down. Wow, that was about as easy as it gets, doesn't it?
Cocoon was down, so there's no other way to reforce a fight with both Cocoon and the Bard Ultimate Tempered Fate down, so unable to pick up a pick on the outside. Also, Expression didn't get anything for that teleport. We'll get the dragon, I guess, but no kills for the teleport, so maybe in a favored matchup. That's kind of the difference between these two comps. We called them both team fighting comps, and they are to some degree. It's just Fiora is a split pusher and an excellent team fighter, specifically with Lulu to help her out. And Quinn is purely a split pusher. There's a reason why a lot of...
It looks good on paper, Papa Smithy, but I don't know how it looks good in an actual game. There's the dragon. TP coming in from behind. Soul wants to make a play here with this Quinn coming right onto Coco. Nice catch. That was actually Saucin TPing in, and they made it work. There's the pick. There's the dragon, and they've got the lane push, so it doesn't look like Longzhu can even respond to the mid lane turret. No, Soul just went back up.
What was Coco doing in the middle?
Don't know.
He was literally in no man's Tempered Fate on Lee Sin just to tank whatever CC came through for the Lee Sin, knowing that he could just pop holes. That was actually a really smart position.
Oh, flash Cocoon onto Saucin. They're going in. Saucin, Grand Challenge issued, gonna ult himself to stay alive. Expression goes in. Captain Jack picks up the kill onto Secret. Longzhu looks like they have the upper hand in this one. Meanwhile, Expression confirms it with a kill onto Flawless. Longzhu may be able to get the mid lane turret here. Saucin still dueling with Chaser, and Chaser needs his teammates there. You're not going to be able to kill that Lissandra by yourself, but here comes Pure and Coco. Saucin's actually doing a great job of delaying the death of this mid lane turret for Spenu.
Saucin's doing his best behind enemy lines, but at the same time, Ezreal is pushing mid. They're going to try and catch Saucin, but here's Lissandra.
Yeah, Whimsy used to get the flash out of Lissandra. TP comes in. It's a great Lissandra chase, 2016. Saucin, nice dodge in the Cocoon. Looking mechanically good, but I don't think he's going to escape from this one. Coco has to ult himself, and finally, the Zhonya's dodges the kill from the two-shot barrage, but Expression's going to get it in the end. Another kill into that Fiora, but even Saucin has to laugh after that one. That was a great delay.
From Saucin.
Yeah. Looks like Spennu's going to respond to the mid lane turret, or going to try to anyway. Secret, taking all the damage, has to burn that ultimate. Tempered Fate is going to go through the rest of it, and Secret could be in trouble. Goes back in for the Pulverize. Style points at least, went out in a blaze of glory.
This is the push that Longzhu wanted on that previous kill.
Yeah, and they may be able to get this mid lane turret. Flawless trying to flank though, comes in. Wild Growth gonna get the knock up. Coco taken out by Nuclear in the back line zone. Nuclear whimsied a little bit too late. And now Saucin coming in for a bitter revenge, a double kill for Nuclear already. Nice catch by Expression onto Flawless. Pure helping out with that one. Flawless trying to get away. Nice kill again coming in for Soul. Expression on the run, and Spenu really turning this one around. This is a close game. Here comes Soul to help finish the job. Goodbye, Expression. That'll be it. And talk about revenge. 4 for 0 from Spenu.
From Flawless. This is what this guy can do on Lee Sin. So leaving him available, you get your just desserts if you're Longzhu.
I guess so. It's Baron time for Spenu. And again, with these death timers, there's nothing Longzhu can do.
Yeah. opportunistic True Shot Barrage will be too late. It's down to 2,000 health. Going to be first Baron of the game. Spenusonic Burn, level 16. Quinn can definitely get picks left, right, and center. So if they can recreate that multiple times when the Flawless initiates, there is still a stage where Spenu can win these late game fights.
Third Dragon. Now to me, this looks a lot more like... Oh, Saucin going in. They've got Flawless right there too. Coco caught again. Nice pick from Spenu. Man, this looks like the Spenu we were kind of expecting to come in this season, doesn't it? There comes a time when the Fiora player gets big enough that you just TP behind them and just kill the team.
I was watching H2K yesterday, Odoamne dying, trading, but at some point you have 4,000 health in your Fiora, and things seem to turn out okay. But
yeah, well, I agree with you. I don't think it's the greatest idea, especially when they can just go grab that Baron in exchange.
It is Spenu's idea.
Now, if Spenu just baits the Baron, wouldn't that just belong to away? Wow, they are going to fight. You're right, man. Soul looking for an angle to come in. Tries to go in. This is so awkward. Spenu may be in trouble here. Well, Saucin coming from the side doesn't decide to go in on that E.
He can't commit to it. There's too many people there. Polymorph will interrupt him. Spenu goes somewhere else on the map. Don't want to fight 5v5 here.
Yeah, now they're split up. It's a problem. Secret getting very low. Has to use that ult. Such a disjointed semi-engage from Spenu. They're going for this fifth dragon now. I guess they're committed. They don't need to be. Thinking of going in. Dragon getting low, Tempered Fate misses. Soul takes a lot of damage, flashes away. Nice pulverize from Secret. Keeps his carry alive for the moment. Saucin goes in by himself and just dies. Expression. Soul rather not able to help him. They get the first dragon, they get Saucin. They're going to probably get a Baron off of this too.
They might lose Baron as well.
Just blows my mind. Longzhu going for the Baron right now. And here coming from the side, let's see if they can steal it. Flawless coming in, doesn't get the steal. Gets out with his life at least, but now Longzhu has the Baron, and you just... Chaser doesn't connect with anyone. Saucin waiting for a chance to TP in, maybe from behind.
Awkward thing for Longzhu is they have no initiate, so honestly they're happy to opt into any fights around this fifth dragon. Here comes a fight though.
All right, TP happening. Longzhu backs off, they get ready for it. Whoa! Saucin comes in with a big engage. Captain Jack flashing away, gets that cleanse immediately. I don't know how he survived that one, but Longzhu trying to kite backwards, do damage, but Spenu may have got the edge here. What a great engage from Saucin, but will it be enough? Expression taken out. I think Spenu's got that fifth dragon, and with Death Timers, they may actually be able to close this one out.
Saucin got right on top of Captain Jack. It felt like the QSS was late. He took a huge burst of damage, everything on him just to kind of sustain him to half health.
There's only about 20 seconds left. I don't think they can close it right here.
15 seconds for Captain Jack, 10 seconds now.
Oh, it's going to be really close. These turrets are going to go down fast. Tempered Fate does not save that turret. No, it saved it for the moment anyway. And they will actually be able to maybe close it out. Saucin getting low, ults himself, and there goes the Nexus. So somehow, some way, Spenu finds that perfect engage. Saucin makes the play of the game, and they win game one.
I mean, Saucin may have made the play of the game, but Flawless, once again, the disposition to actually get that low health Captain Jack back into the front line. So he actually died despite receiving QSS and all the shields and wild growth.
And I really want to see what Crash is going to do. I believe this is his second Elise game now. Let's see if that one ends up being a little bit stronger. And Flame on Gangplank. Well, he got his farming champion, didn't he? He's got that scaling one.
So will Spenu be quick enough to actually pick up the dragon as a swap? But Saucin takes some damage here.
Frozen coming in. Saucin may need to use that flash. Doesn't. Talk about knowing your limits. Flash gold card, and that's first blood for Frozen. Saucin playing it a little bit too cocky there. Wow. You see a bit of a dive here on Frozen. I mean, Spenu needs to do something about this Twisted Fate. And they're going to try. Flash Pulverize comes in. Frozen just destroyed. Man.
They didn't see him rolling.
They did something about him, didn't they? And you don't see games like this without an aggressive jungler.
What I don't understand is that... Oh, it's Flame has to flash. He's in trouble.
I guess so. Oh, yeah. Flame pushed back under there. Can he get away? Doesn't look like it. Culling misses, though. Nuclear has to dash ahead. They're still going to get the kill anyway, though. Uh-oh. They're going to pay for it, though. Here comes Frozen. Gold card comes in. Actually, it does not land. Nuclear. Oh, no. He just... no, what happened there? Was there just no gold card?
Gold card wasn't part of his Oppenheimer changes. Fighting around Dragon has been so deprioritized.
Yep.
There's a lot of people here in mid.
Yeah, they're going to try to go for it. Flawless gets caught out. Nice hook, and that's going to be a kill for Longzhu. Really great death sentence. Meanwhile, Pure backing away. Is he going to go down? Secret will. That's a kill for Frozen. 2 already, and somehow Crash makes it through.
Flash lives because...
Oh, hello.
Flame's coming for a flank here.
He is, and Frozen's not done yet. Flash Flame comes in for Pure. They're so low health. Flame trying to get there instead. There's a barrel. Can he make a play with it? They may just give some kills to Saucin here. Uh-oh, maybe not. Saucin flashing over the wall. The Ren does a lot of damage. Not quite a killing blow, but Flame will get it with the parlay. No negotiations there. That's just a kill for Flame.
To say that Longzhu played that on the knife's edge was time to watch the full replay. It was a long, drawn-out fight. We haven't seen any dragons, but this will actually be the second Rift Herald of the game.
Yep, that's right. This one will be going over to Longzhu, it looks like. And mid lane turret nearly traded. Dude, so I don't know where the effort's coming from.
Hard to say. Something has the big wind up, but Longzhu still applying pressure.
Yeah, trying. There's a cocoon into the gold card. Flawless grab. Great layering of CC, or rather chaining of CC for Longzhu again.
Personalities gelling, but...
Or luck. Oh, I'm just kidding. It's probably not.
It's probably not luck.
It's luck when I do it.
First dragon you're speaking of, 15 minutes in.
Yeah, that'll be first dragon. That'll be a nice little stats buff for Longzhu. And they're going to extend that lead. Destiny activated by Frozen. Let's see if he decides to do anything with it. He's going to go top. They want to get the kill onto Soul. No gold card loaded up. Flame getting really taken apart by Soul. Got to be careful there. He doesn't get the gold card. It was another red. Man, I think they're a little bit lucky that Flame didn't go down there, because not too much. He doesn't have quite Kermit levels of intelligence, to say the least. Another dragon for Longzhu, and he's going to go uncontested by Spenu.
That's smart. I'm just interested to see that they've actually sent the Frozen Kings onto Baron. They're going to start it.
Yeah, I think they are. There's no vision there for Spenu, and Spenu not really reacting. Okay, now coming up, Saucin's going to poke around it, but this is a nice sneak from Longzhu if they can pull it up. Teleport coming in. They're getting low. Spenu wants to change it. Baron taken by Longzhu. Can they escape? That's the question. Captain Jack in a little bit of trouble as Spenu comes in. Knockups onto Crash. He's going to try to repel away. Flashes over the wall. And only Pure taken out. So I'd say that's a big win for Longzhu to sneak that Baron now. But Flame has enough to believe that he might be able to contest this a bit better. Here comes the gate coming in. Soul stunned with that gold card, and another kill for Flame. Meanwhile, the rest of Longzhu pressures that mid lane a little bit. Safely.
The early game, it's the nature of that roaming role where you're, for a lot of the laning phase, completely off the map.
Oh, Flame going all in onto Soul. Soul getting a little bit low. Flame gets a kill. That's the Flame I remember.
And that's a 0-3 Fiora against what is now a farmed and fed gangplank. This should never happen, but Flame's easily out trading in the top lane, and this is not over.
Not yet. Wow. Going in is Frozen on a Nuclear, dives the turret with that Twisted Fate, flashes for the kill and a nice Zhonya's to deflect the aggro. Still going to get taken out, but that's going to let Longzhu come in and do some damage to the mid lane turret.
The full court press is on though, Dold. Might see a reinitiate, probably not though. Gangplank's free hitting on top side. They don't even care that they gave 1-for-1 because they're just applying pressure in every lane.
He's going to get that turret too.
They get a big chunk at minimum. Chased away now.
He'll get it. Crash ends up finishing that one off. Nice repel, dodges a headbutt actually. Good timing there. Here comes Saucin, but with no package, he can't go in too far. Crash looking for a chance. Where's that Lantern? Pure with the hook onto Flawless. They're going to try to turn around, but Soul in the back lines onto Flame. Needs to be careful now. Soul looking for some revenge, and he gets it. And Spenu turning this one around big time. A double kill for Saucin. And now what can they get off of this 4-for-0 teamfight win? The items you've developed. As you can see with this team fight, I mean, Longzhu just overstayed their welcome.
And I'm interested to track once again. We saw the solo kill by Flame onto Soul. Suddenly, Ravenous Hydra, Black Cleavers start. They're starting Baron a second time.
Wow, Frozen distracting from his team taking Baron by going after this inhibitor. Great play, I think, from Longzhu.
But the smart thing is they're keeping on this Baron. They have excellent secure. Yeah. You can see that Spenu are all at sea. They have no idea what to do.
And he just TPs away. Oh, he didn't make it. Where'd he die? Longzhu gets the Baron. They got to get out, though. There's the repel. Right down onto Soul. Soul let Crash get out, but not quite all the way. So 2 kills. Meanwhile, Flame, down in the bot lane. He's putting that Baron to work already.
Spenu have once again picked a comp that's best from ahead, but they're not ahead this time.
Oh, Secret's trying to make it that way. Toss it. Captain Jack back in. Gets blown up. And now double kill for Flawless. And you got to be careful around this Spenu team. Pretty visibly there.
Just something you learn to play around at the highest level is flash initiation. It's one of the reasons why mechanics on display in 2016 are so much higher than they were 3-4 years ago, is the players know to play around Flash, they know to play around combos. Malphite's initiations aren't as reliable because people can flash them quite reliably.
Really just feel it out. I know I can hit tab and see it, but I don't.
Well, your time was slightly off.
Oh, okay, I was about a minute off. Oh well. I don't time Barons. I win the game before we need it.
That's fair.
Longzhu trying to win this game with a Baron. They're going to get it. A little bit cleaner this time around. And they're going to go into the back line. Flame drops that ultimate. They're going to slow up Secret a little bit. He's got his ult. He's taking a while to get killed, but they're going to get him eventually. And Longzhu looking to close this one out. Flash gold card onto Flawless, and that's going to be another kill as soon as they catch him. There it is. One for Flame. And Saucin very low. Whoa, Soul trying to be a hero, but it's not going to work. Flame gets low, but gets out. Wow, Lil Jon would have been proud of how low Flame got there.
Frozen teleports to the bot. He's got the Lich Bane. There's going to be 3 inhibitors dead. It should be the game ending. Only 2 left.
I think so, yeah.
Even though they have wave clear. And Longzhu, for great swaths of this game, have played impressive, controlled, aggressive League of Legends.
Oh, goodbye, Saucin. This has got to be one of the quickest Longzhu wins of the season, too, as they're going to take it before 40 minutes. GG. So we are all tied up.
One of those quick 38-minute games. That's the 2016 meta that Riot didn't want, but it's the one we've got. 38 minutes, a far cry from the 50-plus minute epic in Game 1, and now we're all tied. And surprisingly, we're going to a Game 3 between Spenu and Longzhu.
We have different definitions of the word epic, Papa Smithy.
Oh, I know.
We'll see. I mean, it did take kind of a bad team fight from Longzhu to give that game to Spenu. So if Longzhu plays things a little bit tighter, you'd expect them to be able to take the 2-1. Stranger things have happened, though, in Champions. We'll have to just wait and see. Jack and Pure actually got the kill in the Nuclear. Let's see how this happened.
The Secret's just brawling. He must have his cooldowns down. Just end up dying. Double flash on top of him. The Ignite comes through. Secret's just a onlooker for that fight. The Rek'Sai and then the Bard ultimate. Could be some flash on Burrow shenanigans where the flash is down. This time, though, looking to punish Fiora on top.
Yep, time to dive. Soul thrown against the wall there. Chaser misses his Prey Seeker, but he's still going to get the kill anyway. TP coming in, and Saucin, I don't think that's where you want to be right now, buddy. Well, maybe you do. Chaser gives him a kill, and Expression not taking too much damage as Coco able to tank the turret and allow Expression to pick up that one.
That should actually have been 2 clean kills for Longzhu. That was a big mistake from in the early game. Ezreal hits like a wet noodle, but very quickly in the mid game, he starts becoming really fierce in the zone.
It's like a really dry noodle that's been sitting on your counter for too long. And here comes Chaser, and here comes Coco too. Teleport up for Saucin and Soul. They can join if they want to. Oh, doesn't hit with the Bard ult, but they do a lot of damage to Flawless. Nuclear trying to turn it around. Did they get the kill on Captain Jack? They do. Spenu turns it, but they may lose more in the end. No, there goes Coco, and Spenu comes out ahead. 1 for 2, Flawless.
Can we be surprised that when you change 3 members of your lineup for against
Hello.
Oh boy.
Here comes a package. Secret trying to clear a ward, but he may get more than he bargained for. Headbutt against Coco, just trying to make it out, but it's going to be a kill for Longzhu in the end anyway.
It's a nice force, but just coming back to the point, can
relaxing vacation weekend you're told it was going to be.
It is a nice long vacation though. Maybe you'll get more time than you expect.
But the whole being forced to fight to the death thing probably isn't quite great. Spenu going for their first dragon for anybody here. About 18 minutes, they will take it. Meanwhile, Rift Herald taken by Longzhu.
I think Dragon for Rift Herald, definitely advantage first Dragon, but...
How's that?
I mean, the big change I always wanted for Lulu was to remove the AP ratio on Whimsy. Just seems unnecessary to have a champion that gives someone 700 MS.
Well, somebody's going to go after Lulu anyway, even if it's not Riot. Saw some flashes to try to avoid it. There's a Wild Growth. Still taking a lot of damage, though. And he will give a kill over to Chaser.
Soul seems looks like really scared by a full tank Rek'Sai.
I guess so, yeah. Gonna lose the turret anyway. And Soul may pop that ultimate. He will. Going against the wall. Here comes Expression. Knocked up. Soul in trouble. Saucin TP'd up to try to help out. Now they're going to go after him. There's the ult coming in from Expression. This 2v2 continues. Coco and Flawless. Flawless actually zoning Coco out. But here comes Pure and Flawless on the run now. Saucin still in trouble. There's a Tempered Fate. They catch Flawless. True Shot Barrage nearly kills Soul. But the kills coming in for Longzhu now. Expression with a nice knockback onto Secret. Secret has his ultimate. That Alistar is very tanky. Not tanky enough. Longzhu gets the big win in that team fight.
Crazy.
Flawless in a little bit of trouble. Expression and Chaser there. And should be able to make it out. Meanwhile, whoa, action on the bot lane. Goodbye, Saucin. Nuclear in trouble too. Magical Journey. That's another double kill coming in for Coco. Expression just slowing down Flawless. He's going to go and dash. Force Flawless back over the wall. Nice knockup for Chaser. Two-shot barrage misses, but that's another kill for Longzhu. Look, grab there for Dragon.
It's a long season. This is a squad that realistically was never going to be pushing for first spot, just given the fact that you were putting so many new members together to form a team. But they just want to be within touching distance of the playoffs, and with a win here, they go to 4 wins along with the likes of Jin Air and SKT. So even though they've never really sorted out their identity, they're getting closer. Spennu's going for the Desperate Baron, though.
Yep, they got to try something here.
Oh,
Baron doing some damage. It could be bad. Yep, Baron going down very slowly. The rest of Longzhu is there. Chaser looking to go in and steal. Can he get it knocked out? Doesn't look like the steal will come in. No, they get the Baron, but will they survive to use it? Longzhu all over them. Another kill comes in. Already Nuclear taken out. A kill onto the other bot laner. Secret goes down, and Longzhu with the chase. Chaser trying to come in with the flank, and he should be able to get it. Look for a nice 3-man knockup here. Gets a 2-man knockup anyway. Two-shot barrage comes through with a chunk. There's Pure with nice Cosmic Binding for the kill onto Flawless. Another one onto Saucin as well, and only Soul makes it out with that Baron buff, and I think that's going to be the game.
Longzhu picking up the win.
Well, this has got to be the quickest game for Longzhu all season, I think. Sub 30 minutes. When do you ever see that? Secret comes back, and are they a little bit too low to close? Yeah, I guess so. Nuclear back. That's impressive stuff. And Saucin caught. There's the Tempered Fate. Wow, can Pure really sustain this long enough? Here comes Coco. Flawless now taking damage. Nice knockup from Chaser. This is a bit of a brawl for Longzhu. I don't know if this is a great idea. Kill comes in for Nuclear. Pure on the run. Captain Jack in trouble now. Soul trying to make a play. Gets one onto Bard. Can he get the double? Doesn't look like it. Longzhu trying to turn it around again. And I guess they'll barely take the team fight. They'll take the tier 2 and mid. All right, Longzhu sieging this inhibitor turret. Nice combo, nice knockup. There goes Saucin in trouble again. Nuclear drops a culling, but it's just not doing too much. That's an odd Magical Journey. I guess they're going to go to the mid lane. Coco and Expression seem to have things well under control as the kills keep coming in for Longzhu. And maybe now they can end this one. They lost Chaser. Don't need to kill this inhibitor, just being thorough. Don't really have the minion waves as the inhibitor. Actually, no, the inhibitor just came up in Boston. They do need to do it, but they may have it. Secret trying to make plays. Oh, there goes Nuclear. There goes Secret. So this should be the end of game number 3, and Longzhu, not the cleanest best of 3 we've seen, but in the end, they still get the win. They're going to move to 4-3. GG.
Big welcome return to form for the likes of Chaser, and Coco specifically had an objectively poor game in game 1 on the Lulu. The Lulu curse comes to Saucin this time. It was caught out so many times, a big contributor to Spennu falling behind in the mid game. But Coco, 10-2-8, magic damage crits in the late game with Corki. Pretty damn strong.
Prey, of course, on that Ashe. Made a lot of really nice plays last year.
There's 5 people that can initiate on the ROX Tigers.
I know, it's great. I love it.
I mean, it's going to be fun.
I love this team. Like, every time I get to see the ROX Tigers, I feel like I've got a smile on my face the entire game long, you know? Been doing okay in terms of coming into the enemy jungle and trying to keep Peanut from hitting that level 6. Trying to collapse on him. There's a level 6. Peanut, oh wow, doesn't get it with that binding. He got a little bit lucky there.
There we go.
Gorilla engaging. It's time. Ash Arrow hits Cougar. Here comes Peanut for the damage. Can they get a kill? First blood does go over to Kuro. Cougar low as well. Gorilla still alive. Luxalt though ends that one. Kill comes in for Peanut as he flashes off the wall. They lose Prey though. What a mess. And it ends up being 3 kills for EMFire.
Really nice kill from Soul on the back end. That was a 5v4 with no way to respond. Smeb didn't want to teleport in level 5.
Going to start that Dragon. Dragon already half health. ROX Tigers, are they going to fight this? Smeb could TP in.
They don't have the wards for it. Smarter than not to go.
Yeah. This one probably will be a bit longer. Oh, especially if Gorilla gets caught. He's going to flash in, though. There's the engage. Nocturne gets on the edge on the back lines. He knows that snare is down. Here comes Smeb. Nice flash over the wall. And this is what I'm talking about. ROX Tigers making it work. Prey takes an arrow, though. Wow, and actually, Soul ends up picking up a kill in the end. So EMFire not coming out of that as badly as I thought they were going to.
From distance rather than any Infinity Edge when damage really starts to ramp up. Extra input, but not more Malmortius completed for Nocturne. probably the biggest worry has been that Lissandra, Kuro's been bullied this laning phase. Almost every time we see him, he's taking a big burst of damage from the Lux. Obviously, a big range advantage. Starting it though.
They're going to start it. This seems a bit risky. Peanut activating the ultimate, going in onto Guger a little bit. Arrow hits Soul. TP coming in. Lissandra didn't do a whole lot. They're going to get Guger though. Now Hippo trying to ult, gets the knockup. ROX Tigers unperturbed though. It's a 5v4.
Flashes up on Smeb.
Yeah, they can turn onto this dragon if they want to. Yeah. All right, so second dragon for EMFire looks like.
Peanut just not in any position to be able to contest the dragon, so smart of ROX Tigers to back away and not give away any more, but EMFire, solid once again. A crazy build together right here as the Runan's Hurricane, and that's three.
Here we go, in onto Edge. There's a nice knockup. Edge under turret, Gorilla tanking it though, should be okay. TP coming down, Hippo's gonna join the party. It's a little bit late to save his mid laner. That's the kind of gank I think that the ROX Tigers have been wanting to make.
Let's have Dragons up soon. We don't have a timer for that, obviously, with the spectator bug.
It's about a little less than a minute. We'll see. Hippo coming in. Gorilla zoning. There's a Braum ult. Wow, they're going to go in onto Smeb in the back line. There's Edge with a big Lux laser, but will he get taken out? Ult comes in from Smeb. There goes the Lux. It's a messy fight though. Peanut going after Hippo now. They dodged a spear, a double kill now for Smeb. And ROX Tigers just going to focus on Guger, and then they can probably get set up for that dragon. And these fights are just so insane with this. See if they can prevent this dragon now.
Some of their ultimates are long cooldowns. Specifically Smeb does not have his ult.
Yep, that is a big deal. Hippo getting zoned a little bit. Nice dodge on the spear. Gorilla. Oh, there's one Zhonya's gone. Smeb coming in, flashes away, gets out of the W. Frey zoning on the outside. They can turn the string if they want to. They're going to go in. Yeah, Kuro over the wall, helping Peanut pick up a kill. Meanwhile, Frey all over him in the back line. Smeb helping out there. And Kuro, Gorilla, and Peanut chasing away the rest of EMFire. There we go. Nice W onto Guger. That's going to be another kill. Peanut picks up his second of the fight. And now things are starting to come together for this ROX Tigers composition.
If EMFire can't kite back into open space, this will keep being the story. You have targeted engage from the Nocturne. You have very fast Alistar, very fast Lissandra flank, the Kennen coming in from all different sides. This is just a recreation of the Kennen support games that the ROX Tigers had at the end of last season. Very fast Baron, so yes.
All right, they will. EMFire doesn't really look like they're in a position to respond to this.
They will know what's happening just because Kuro pops in vision.
Yep. This Crush, throwing in the spear. It does connect with Gorilla. They could go into this. TP coming down. ROX Tigers has to back away. Gorilla very low, but here comes Smeb from the side. Could be a big slicing Maelstrom. It is a huge one. Hippo blocks the rest of the ROX Tigers from coming in, though. It's not the greatest engage ever. Smeb in trouble. Nice W. Oh boy, they barely dodge it. Yeah, nice re-engage from Kuro. Now the kills start coming in from the ROX Tigers. Nice Duskbringer. Peanut gets in range. Guger very low. Gonna live through this one, it looks like.
Turn back onto the Baron. No jungler to contest. Gonna be easy Baron pickup for the ROX Tigers.
Yep, that's right. Edge just pushing up that mid lane.
Doesn't have his ult to try for the steal.
Oh, Peanut needs to be very careful. Down to just 60 health. Oh, there we go. All good. Their average game time certainly going to go up a little bit after this one, but maybe not too much. Waiting for the next dive. There it is. All in, onto Hippo. Lissandra ult used. There's a nice zone use from Kuro. That's how you kill the tankiest member of the other team. Yeah. Oh, there's the arrow coming in. Hits Crush. Crush gets away, though, just in time. There's a Braum ultimate, but ROX Tigers already over the back lines in general. Crush has to flash away. Peanut all over Hippo right now. Prey just doing the damage with no opposition. Nice knockup from Gorilla before he goes down. Gives Prey the double. And that may just give the ROX Tigers the win. Edge, Crush, and Soul still alive, though. The carries still able to do some damage. Ooh, Prey needs to be careful. But here comes Smeb onto Crush. Gets a stun onto Soul, too. Wanted a little bit more of that, but they may still be able to close it out. Oh, Kuro goes in with the W. Zhonya's right away. Lux Laser nearly kills Peanut. Oh, he does go down to Soul. The Nexus low. Edge the only one defending it besides Soul, though. Smeb dodging, and it's enough. He gets it. That is going to be the ace. That is going to be the game. That was insane. But Rocks Tigers still win it at 35 minutes. GG.
Well, the blind pick,
Wow.
all in comp from the Rocks Tigers, literally locking in at every opportunity, was a treat to watch.
I love these guys.
We saw the world's first frontline Ashe, who basically every team fight was only flashing aggressively to do Hurricane Bolt hits, because why not?
Rocks Tigers looking to close this one out with a quick 2-0. Peanut back on the Nidalee again.
No complaints in the drafting phase. I think EMFi have a strong comp, but a lot of comfort for Rocks Tigers. Sustain. Will he be able to catch out Peanut here, though? Still has
Or
buff.
will Peanut catch out Crush? Wow, that spear lands and Crush needs to run.
Let's have backup.
Collapsing time, though, they're going to go in. There's a knockup on the Crush and a little bit of trouble there, getting low, and they give Peanut the first blood. Rocks Tigers not done yet, though, as they tried to go in. After Googer, I guess Soul feels the need to flash at the end. It seems that way. Crow doing just fine in this mid lane. Now the engage onto Roach here. Peanut there, nice ultimate. Roach has that flash, going to burn it right away, but I don't think he's going to make it out of this one. Nope, I don't know if Peanut's going to make it out of this one either. Oh, just enough. And at least Roach comes away with that.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Crow's ready. Gonna come in. Wow, going really deep. Roach just destroyed again.
Little thing you might have missed there was Smeb actually flashed W to proc the riposte first, so the gold card would land. Very, very smart. Good communication between the two. Already 62 CS advantage for Smeb, and that's without Kuro showing any presence till just now. Obviously with Peanut literally camping his lane. Oh, I guess Peanut camping the enemy blue side jungle.
Might as well go for the Rift Scuttler here.
Rift Scuttler's definitely the ultimate consolation prize in League of Legends. It's going to help their average game time as well.
Well, they need it after last game, I guess. Easy Dragon.
They just make it look so easy when we're treated to 50 games. It's a hollow victory, but the first round robin victory seems assured.
Cougar caught a little bit. Here comes Kuro to finish the kill. And wow, Smeb going in. They land the W, but no follow-up really.
Roach has no teleport. They're happy to just go in aggressively. There's so many pick options, just buying time. Of course, can respond to any mid lane pressure with his ultimate. And another Rift Herald.
Yep. And who's going to get this one? Ray. And Smeb will split push at bottom. There we go.
Just outmatched in every way.
Yeah. They really are. I mean, what do you expect from a team that is kind of just starting out? You expect the all-in. Gorilla going in. They catch Edge. He's immediately gone. Cougar soon to follow. Rocks Tigers just turn and grab this turret now. Yeah, dives for days. It reminds me a lot. The way they're playing now reminds me a lot of the old Najin Sword. You know, do dive. That was another team that was just aggressive every single game, but so good at it.
The fun thing is, of course, they have that Najin lineage as well.
They do, yeah. I mean, Ray was there.
New Najin versus old Najin is on display here. Or old new Najin, I guess.
Oh, they're going to keep an eye on everybody. Smeb going in. Grand Challenge popped on him. He's going to have to be careful for the moment. Roach gets called. A full calling. Peanut should be able to finish him off now. Oh, nice dodge. Not nice enough, though.
Didn't have the riposte available. No way to get out. They'll just turn on the Baron.
Again.
EMFi doesn't want to surrender. They could. No one will blame them, but going to go for the chance. I mean, they could get a steal, but going down quickly.
The Rocks players are a bit low. This could get interesting. Okay, there we go. Never mind. Gorilla is pushing people away. Oh, gold card onto Cougar. Goodbye. Gold card onto Roach. That's going to let Kuro do a little bit more damage. And all three inhibitors are dead. Soon, the Empire will be too. There's the dive. There's the kill on the Thresh right away. Crush will not last. Soul tries to get in the back lines. That's a bold move for a Kalista to make. Smeb will Zhonya's. Are they going to lose anybody in this fight?
Nope.
Maybe not. Double kill comes in for Peanut at the end. And that is it. So no kills except for that very early one against Peanut. And if it weren't for that, if it weren't for Peanut staying under turret for a little bit too long, this would have been a perfect game. That's about as close as it comes, though. GG and Rocks Tigers with a quick 2-0.
There's just been multiple games this season where the Rocks Tigers have played 2016 meta better than any team ever could hope to. They're so clean beyond, as you mentioned, one slightly failed turret dive.
Yeah.
They play so aggressively.